Here we go. Let's do it. Finally we get a fight. Come on. Boom.
Oh, what a thrashing. I don't think I've ever seen one guy stop so many punches with his face.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Schubert here once again with an episode of Throwback Thursday. Today, I'm taking a look at EA Sports NHL 2001. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time here on the main screen because the game will go into a demo. So instead, I am going to just go ahead and click on Season and get something started here. We're going to delete that one. And instead, I'm going to start a new one all over again. I'm going to go YouTube. There are 3 difficulty levels you can have. You can have it on Rookie, Pro, or All-Star. Like in Madden, there's only 3, unfortunately, and Rookie is way too easy. Pro provides some really good challenges. All-Star is impossible. So I'm going to set it on Pro, and I'm going to tweak some other options in order to hopefully get it to a difficult but yet, fair play style. In this game, you can change the clock speed, and what that means is you're not actually changing how much time is on the clock, you're changing how fast it goes. So if we were to put it down to 10 minutes, instead of a 20-minute period, it will still be a 20-minute period, but it will be played in double time. That's kind of cool, I always thought, because in other games you have difficulty, like in Madden, with setting a good level so that you're still up there on the leaderboards and stuff like that if you really care about statistics. But if you don't want to play full games, you don't have to. It'll still show up as a full game. Injuries, CPU trading, all that stuff. If you take a look, we only have 30 teams in the league at this point in time. Only 30. I know there's a lot of people in this world that would like it if we went back to just like 24 or whatever it was in the 1980s or 90s. You can select different number of teams for your league if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it on the default 30. We got season length, medium, short, long. I'm going to leave it on long. Our overtime losses, we win by a point. I'm trying to make this as close to the NHL as possible, and I'll show you some other rules that kind of show that. Here we can select where we want our teams to be. Like if I wanted to switch Los Angeles with New York, I could do that. And I think this is primarily set up so that we can mess things around. If we only have a league with like 10 teams, we can select who's in there and who's not. Just going to go ahead and hit accept. I've explained in other games that I am a Minnesota fanboy, and so I am going to go ahead and select the Minnesota Wild. This is their inaugural season. Now, being their inaugural season, this is one of the reasons why I got this game. I played hockey games before at friends' houses and stuff like that, but I never owned one myself. And with the excitement of the Wild coming to town, as goofy as their name and their logo is, it was really exciting to have a pro team come back, And eventually, I did just fall in love with the colors and the logo and everything else that has to do with this team. Over here, we can select our level again. If we want to change that around during the season, we can. If we had selected more than one team, we can take a look here at which one we are controlling. If we click on Today in EA Sports, you can see scores, streaks and injuries, trades, team standings, and a calendar. If I go to Commissioner, we can look at our playoff options, so I'm leaving those at 7 games. We can change our sim difficulty, which basically means that if a game is simulated, how easy or hard is that going to be? Not a simulation game, but if it's simulated. And there's some other options in here as well. Now this one I don't quite understand, because if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can get 15 clicks here, but you can change this later on also in the game. Before you play a game, you can change it, and I can get only 14 clicks there. It's kind of weird. We could change our user control, and we could sim to date if we wanted to. Down here, we could simulate our game. Let's take a look at our rules and options, though, just so we get an understanding of what is going on. I will load the ones I was using in my test runs. You see, once again, we got clock speed, penalties, fighting, all our different types of play stoppages, offsides, icing, two-line pass, injuries. A referee type, you can go international or NHL or auto. Down here for tiebreaker, we have several options. I went with overtime and shootout just because we can't do a 3-on-3 overtime and shootout to mimic current day rules, but we can do this. Otherwise, there is single overtime of 4-on-4, 5-on-5, none, auto, continuous OT, shootout, or like I said, I picked overtime and shootout. Our minor penalties do end on a goal, so that'll be a little bit closer to real life. In the AI options, we can check the simulation or arcade for game style. We can change skating options, checking options, which you can see here I've changed a few, and actually I'm going to turn that one back up one notch. Injuries, hitting power, ball recovery. I put this up higher because I was getting really sick and tired of players, both on my team and the other team, getting knocked down and not remotely trying to get up right away. Is kind of frustrating. Also, I think this affects the goalie, and there are instances where the goalie gets knocked down off of a really hard shot and just has a hard time recovering. It's kind of a flaw in the game, but I'll show that as the game goes on, what I mean there. You can change your pass shoot options. Everything by default is like right here in the level. I turn this down a little bit just because I don't want to easily intercept passes. Mostly I don't want mine to be easily intercepted. And I turned pass accuracy off. So this will kind of determine like if our passes are always to the player that we target or not. Pass speed is still up there, and shot accuracy I turned down. Then you can look at puck options. Elasticity sets how much the puck is going to bounce off the ice, off the boards, and off the posts. If we put this down here on the default, it's like not realistic at all. The puck hits the boards and just kind of stops and stays there. If we set this up just one more notch, there's a lot more bounciness to the puck, a lot more times that it ricochets and everything else. Puck friction sets how much it'll slide on the ice and stuff like that. Retain the puck. The retention, I think, has somewhat to do with how often the puck will be lifted off the ice. Either that or it has to do with your player retaining the puck. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, this one sets how much the puck will bounce off the ice, but I think this one changes how often, like when a player passes it, how often it'll get lifted in the air and stuff like that. And then there's goalie rebounds, which sets how often or how big the rebounds will be. I think the goalies, a lot of times in this game, really just capture the puck and hold it a lot more than would happen in real life. Next, we have our sound options, which I have to change every single time I load the game up for some reason. You can change our music, crowd volume. Our crowd gets loud as can be, so I turn them down quite a bit. Play-by-play volume and in-game speech. For now, for the first period of the game we're going to play, I'm going to turn the color commentary off so I can actually talk, because otherwise these guys chime in quite often. Like 90% of the time they are talking, which is actually pretty cool. It makes the game feel more immersive if you do like playing a game from that sort of watching it on TV perspective. Then down here, if we had it, we could we could put in a custom player taunt or our own music. Now, I don't know what folders to put this in or what format to put it in. I mean, were there even MP3s in 2001? I don't know. I was still on CDs with a little Walkman or whatever way back then. Over here, we got our display options. Of course, I'm going to crank all these up. And you see our resolutions go 640 by 480, 800 by 600, 1024 by 768, 1280 by 1024, and 1600 by 1200. But the game actually looks a lot better from an aliasing standpoint and everything else in 1280 by 1024. Then over here we have our game options. You can change how often you want your auto replays, whether you want a pregame to play. You can turn this on if you just want the game to go and you don't want any like real replays or cutaways or anything like that. There are a lot of different camera angles, and I'm going to stick it to action at first, but I'll mess with that throughout the game to kind of show you what the differences were at the time. I'll go ahead and select that. Then over here, before we get into the game, we got coach options, where you can view your roster, waivers, and everything else. I always go to edit lines, and right away, I click best lines. And I do this because you have forwards, defense, 5-man power play, 4-man power play, 4-man penalty kill, 3-man penalty kill, extra attackers, shootout, and goalies. Now, if you were to clear all lines and then try to do that all yourself, you could. Like, you can drag Daniel over here. I could drag Gavey up to where Dowd is if I wanted to. But that just takes a lot of time. And I'm not a coach. I'm not a hockey coach. I never played actual hockey in my life. So I just stick it to what the computer gives me for those options. Then again, we can also look at coaching strategy. You get this cool little diagram up here to show you kind of what is going to happen. And I like the positional because the way this game plays out, you really got to bring it up. I have to almost bring it up like this, but if we wanted to, we could do a funnel from the corner where there's a lot more chances to get hit and to lose the puck, I think. Behind the net, same thing. There's a lot more chances to get hit and then crash the net. I don't like this because it brings the defenseman up, and I'd much rather have them back, playing it safe. And then, of course, there's a combination, or else there's triangle, which comes in from the corner. I just leave it on positional. On power play, you have a shooting power play where the defenseman might take a shot. You'll see he might pass it in, and then they take a shot. There's umbrella, where they just kind of pass it back and forth, and then somebody gets in here to take a shot. This one, if I were to play this, they could stagger pretty easily and intercept my passes, and I don't like that too much. And then there's overload, where you get to the side. There's a combination of all of them. And there's shooting again. So I usually just leave this on shooting. Sometimes I switch it to combination. Down here for defense, again, I've never played hockey in my life. I don't know what this pressure stuff means as far as standard 3FC, standard 3 plus FC, trap. I mean, I can guess what a trap is. Lock, I think, is winger, like a wing lock. They lock on the wings. I don't know. And stuff like that. I just leave this one set at auto. But down here on the defensive zone, I usually like to do a staggered low. Unfortunately, you don't get an understanding via the diagram of what that means, because whether I click staggered high or staggered low or collapsing high or collapsing low, this diagram plays out pretty much the same way. The only real difference is maybe, it plays out the same way every time. You can click on the description though and see that pressure is applied on the puck carrier by the defensive player when he attacks the scoring area. The offside winger always controls the high slot, allowing for extra protection in the slot. So it at least gives you the description so you can tell what's going on. Then we have penalty kill, where you have passive box, large box, diamond, or combination. And I always stick this to combination. I like that little bit of a rotation there. Gives it a little bit more safety, I think. A little bit more fluidity. And up here, I didn't mention it, but we could adjust the offensive zone pressure. I don't know exactly what that means. If it means like offense versus defense, we're going 40-60, or if it means once we are in the offensive zone, how much pressure do we put on? I'm going to put that to 60 just to see what it'll look like. Then we can go ahead and click on the next button that gives us the option to select our controller. I am using my trusty Logitech RumblePad 2. And you'll notice over here, one of the cool things I always thought was if I wanted to just play center, I could lock onto the center. If I wanted to play right wing, I could lock onto right wing. If all I wanted to do all game long was play goalie, I could lock onto goalie. And better yet, if you had a bunch of different friends over and you wanted to play everybody has a position, you can do that. I think that's pretty cool. If we take a look at our configuration for this RumblePad, here are the controls that I am able to use. We have player with a puck, player without a puck, goalie with a puck, goalie without puck, face-offs, fighting. Yes, there is fighting in this game, and it is the funniest fucking looking thing you've ever seen in your life, and I really hope we get to see one in this upcoming game. Then we have strategy. I actually turn these, or I clear these all out. Basically, when I was doing some testing, I accidentally hit the pull goalie button a lot. And so I'm like, nope, I'm not going to have that. Just going to leave that the way it is. Let the AI control the coaching. It gets a little dicey when they do a line change. And I'll probably face that situation in the game and basically express my frustration about that. Then over here for additional controls, we have goalie controls, spin left, spin right, all that kind of stuff. So we'll just stick with that. And I'll go ahead and select next. Now here is where we can take a look and compare our lines if we want to. We can see who's matched up against who. We could change our jersey, but this is our inaugural season, so we only have a home and an away. Meanwhile, they have away, third, fourth, and home. And if we wanted to, we could change theirs to one of those things. Then we have player boost, which is similar to that control before, except you'll see I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 instead of 15 clicks. So I'll put ours back to there. I'm going to take their player boost down one notch because they are a much better team than I am, and I feel like I'm going to be getting my butt kicked if I don't do that. Down here we can select whether we want to change the line or if we want to do it manually, and whether or not we want to be able to control where the shot goes. Sometimes this can be quite difficult because if you're cutting across the ice left to right, but you want to shoot it back to the left, you have to hurry up and flick your stick the other way and get the timing all right. But we'll try it out with this first. Otherwise, the auto shot aim is just a crapshoot. It's just luck of the draw, really. So we'll leave it set to manual, and we will head right into this game. It starts off by giving us this little bit of an intro, which I always thought was really cool. It always pumped me up for a game. Players just skating out onto the ice. You don't have to go through some long drawn-out roll call. Get our players waiting there, ready to go. if we were playing against a team that is home in Canada, it would play a portion of the Canadian national anthem as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, you can see here, first things first, that when we are the away team, we start off facing south. It is quite a difficult situation to play in, and you can see, even though, son of a bitch. You can see, even though I tried to take their boost down a little bit, they still got a damn good shot on goal right away. And this is what I struggle with in this game. Trying to find a balance between Rookie, Pro, and All-Star, where it's not too hard, it's not too easy. They don't just randomly outskate me for no reason. Somebody went offsides. And you can see in this camera view, or you cannot see in this camera view, when somebody is going to be onsides or offsides. Lucky for us, if I hit tab on the keyboard, it changes the angle, so we are now facing the upper portion of the screen, which can be quite a bit easier to deal with. The only trouble is, the action camera is still zoomed in a bit too far to be able to really see what is going on. Oh yeah! Get hit. I love it when I get a big hit with Sean O'Donnell. Uh-oh. So probably one of the hardest things, if you're just doing manual, or automatic line changes, is figuring out when exactly to let it set up. Because there are times where you could be breaking down the zone all by yourself, out here just juking and deking and everything else, and then all of a sudden your guys go for line change and you're left sitting there going, you guys just gonna abandon this nice little push I got going on here? You see there, you kind of have to recognize just when the guys break away. Thought I could get it. One of the hardest parts about, like I said, trying to figure out where the difficulties should be set, where my boosts and everything should be set, is simply the fact that you could have two teams of identical, completely identical teams. I could be playing Minnesota Wild versus Minnesota Wild. You know, same exact players and everything. If I'm on the Pro difficulty, actually, if I'm on the All-Star, it's really apparent where the opponent is just faster, stronger, more accurate than you are. And they actually, you can tell when you switch from Rookie to Pro that you slow down. And definitely from Pro to All-Star, you can tell that it doesn't just, change percentages of how accurate your shots are going to be or anything like that. What it changes is your speed and your strength. So suddenly you are a lot slower and the other team is faster. And I don't mean you're slower by comparison because they sped them up. It's like they took those boosters. It's like they went ahead and took these boost levels and brought you down and brought the other team up. And there's no way, even if you change it before the game, there's really no way to really cement it. So like I said, I'd like to go through some of these camera angles. Action is the default camera angle that you start off with in the game, but then there's ice, Classic, which I use the most, Overhead 2 and Overhead 1, which give you this almost X's and O's type of view. Then you have Live, which you would think would be really cool, but when you get further over to these corners and stuff, it gets to be pretty difficult to see what's going on. Then you have Chase, which is a useless dizzying camera because it follows you, and it follows you in a really weird way. Like, it might not even look up and down the ice. It might look at the boards on the sides instead of anywhere else. Then you have the scoreboard, the press, the broadcast, which I'll use here as of right now, just to show you what it looks like. Hopefully they don't score a goal on me while I do this. There we go. I got the face off. That's uh-oh. You see Krivo Krasov there. He's got a hockey stick symbol. That basically just means that he is really good at slap shots. He's got a really powerful slap shot. Oh, right as I went to pass it to Pellerin, I got taken out there. Oh, and I missed the pass, so that's going to be icing unless I can get to it before he does. Ha-ha! Oh, didn't get anywhere with it, though. And you can see, I mean, I know Solani is a good, he's an all-star player. Probably Hall of Fame, I think. But you can see where their players are a lot faster than mine a lot of times. One more set of plays here in this view, and then I will break away to something different. Hendrickson, what the fuck? All right, let me go back, change that camera back to the classic cam. And under options, I'm going to change the puck shadow to off. I love playing with this. You don't get that big, ugly puck shadow underneath the puck. And it actually looks a little bit more realistic. Well, for a game from 2001, it looks pretty realistic. You see, oftentimes there's kind of a problem with the AI defense. They don't necessarily play like a strategic defense. Instead, what happens a lot of times is they just sit on one person. So the second I get the puck, they just kind of sit on me and don't really give me a chance. You see how they just kind of come up like, oh, he's the one with the puck, so he's the one we will follow. And now they have momentum, so they're faster than I am. I really wish it would have switched to one of those guys. I kept trying to switch. And you can see another flaw is that it's really easy for them to take the puck from me. I can do the same things to them, and I can't get the puck nearly as often. Looks like Pellerin's going to miss the pass, and so it'll be icing once again. Like I said, back in 2001, I was ninth grade. And I was really excited about hockey coming to town. The only thing is, like I said, I didn't know too much about hockey. I wasn't a hockey player. Basically just played floor hockey in Fayette, and that's about it. See there? That is the issue. Hendrickson is already down the ice, and instead of continuing with him, we get a line change, and everybody else just breaks off. It makes it very difficult to go on the attacking.
Any fans interested in taking advantage of our group discount package are asked
And let me
to
point
contact
that
us at
out.
the box office
So,
or through our
I'm
website.
77% on passing. The annoying thing here is it doesn't seem to have anything to do with the accuracy of the pass itself. What really happens here is the offensive player moves. Let's get a face-off in their zone for once, shall we? You'll notice the offensive player kind of moves out of the way, and that's where the pass gets lost. Oh, son of a bitch. It is way too easy for them to do stuff like that. I really thought turning their player boost down one would help with that.
By number 9, Paul Correa, assisted by number 20, Steve Richard.
Here we go. There we go. Nice hit by Sean O'Donnell. They're way too good at just taking the puck from me. Oh, come on. Offsides? I didn't have control of the puck. I guess I don't really know how offsides works. You can see it doesn't take them very long to get the puck going down to the other end of the ice on you. And this is only on Pro. If I was on All-Star, I would be screaming like I was in 9th grade all over again. Just motherfucker! Come on, Cone. There you go. Take the hit. They do a lot of checks that hit you in the back and basically make you lose the puck, which is another frustrating part of the game. Because I do the same checks to them and they keep it all the time. See that? If one of them would have hit me, I would have lost the puck. Now, I know not being a hockey player ever leaves me at a disadvantage because I don't know a ton about strategy as my guys leave. They're like, oh, he's in the zone. We can just do a line change now. But I know it leaves me at a disadvantage for understanding strategy and trying to play the game, quote-unquote, the right way. But this is... Uh-oh. But this is just a... just kind of an arcade game. It's not the most accurate, realistic representation. Every time I go to make a pass, that's right when they hit me and take the puck. That was a bad pass. And it seems like, look at this. I mean, I'm always getting like 2 guys on me every time I get the puck. But my team struggles to get back on defense. Even if I were to go in and go, okay, Minnesota Wild coaching strategies. Let's just do auto. Let's just do auto. Let's just do auto. You know, let's change everything to auto. Just let the coach decide what to do. Tried to get some quick shots on goal. That didn't quite work out. Come on, Dowd. Come on, Dowd. Go, 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 go. Oh, I thought I got the rebound, too. Uh-oh. Missed it. Oh, come on, I passed it. You can see here how difficult something like a behind-the-net strategy would be. Let's get this icing. Considering pucks get intercepted, I barely get tapped, and I, lose the puck, etc. Ugh. It's like not even an issue of... It's not even an issue of the puck being off or the pass being off. It's more of an issue of the recipient of the pass turning the wrong way. Ooh, I was scared. Oh, I almost had the trick play. So the trick play is you get a guy with a good slap shot, and he hits it hard and knocks the goalie down, then gets the rebound, goes around to the other side and puts it in. Really a cheap play. Now look at this. Oh, he's got the puck. Oh, he's got the puck. Gosh dang it. He's so good at getting back on that one-timer. Oh, no, not again. Okay. Well, I'm getting shots on goal. It's just not producing anything yet. Ah. You see, he did it right fucking there. He knocked him over, and then he shot it in. Already, not even out of the first period, and he's got a hat trick. And this is only on Pro.
Scored by number 9, Paul Correa, assisted
Ugh.
by number 20, Steve Richard.
I don't care. Give me the penalty. Well, if it would have checked him the first time, then it wouldn't have had a problem. But instead it was all like, nope, 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 you're not going to check him here. Come on. Fucking stupid. I think he swore. Or I did, one or the other. All right, now we are on the penalty kill. Look at this, though. I get the puck, and all three of the guys came at me. Here you go, Patera. Oh. There we go. Okay, we got 54. Got 54 seconds left on the power play once we get back out of this break. I am going to go ahead and click on the options. Turn on the play-by-play. You can listen to what these guys sound like. Unfortunately, then, you kind of lose out on the... stadium announcer. There's one statement he makes where he says something about, for your safety and the safety of others, please refrain from throwing drinks and or shot puts onto the ice. And it's like, what? Somebody's throwing shot puts on the ice? Down here, you can take a look. We actually have more shots on goal, but they have more goals. And the power play is all theirs. Sometimes in this slot, it shows how many hits you have and stuff like that. Fortunately, I think if I go to team options, I should have either boosted myself up one or boosted them down two, maybe. I don't know. This is still just ridiculously hard.
Glad to have you back. If you've just joined us, we're about to start the second period of this game.
And you know something? If the teams build on their momentum here in the second period, it is going to be really exciting.
All right, I hit tab so that I'm be facing the right way. Once this starts again, there we go.
Face-off won by Minnesota. Across to Solani. Ruchin winds up, fired it from the right. Fernandez stoned him cold. Under 30 seconds left in the penalty to O'Donnell. Correa.
What the fuck?
Long pass to the blue line. Correa shoots.
Totally out of position to actually check me like that. And he checks me like that. Get out of here.
Time runs out on the penalty to O'Donnell. One time, turned away. Correa, Ruchin from the left, turned aside by Fernandez.
You see, they got all the momentum here, so they are really getting after me. I mean, you see how many times they're Oh, shit.
Fires! Turkus. Titov shot. Fernandez made the save. Picked up by Titov.
You see just how many times they are able to poke the puck away from me and this and that. That's going to be an icing call, but I'm going to let it happen so I can get this line change.
Anaheim touches up for icing.
Because our guys were not going to be able to do a line change if we're in the defensive zone. And I didn't really want O'Donnell on the right wing anymore.
The faceoff goes to Ruchin.
Good save, good save. Oh,
Henriksen.
that would have been cool if he'd have passed it to the guy I wanted him to pass it to. And look at that, without even a hitch,
Right on. Saved
he
by Fernandez.
hooks me
Bombardier
and takes the
moved
puck.
it. Nielsen grabs the puck. Ahead to Henriksen.
Get there, you fucker.
Minnesota scoops it up. Shoots it. Hendrickson from the right. A bear denied him. Herkus skates ahead. Nielsen from the right. A bear
get a-
picked it out of the air. He freezes
Get a
the
face
puck.
off over here on their end.
Recap of the scoring in this game. Korea has scored a goal for Anaheim. Minnesota takes to the ice with Dow, Pellerin, and Krasov. A bear closed the door.
Oh, come on.
Minnesota
It was
scooped
at
up.
the end of his stick. Uh-oh.
Minnesota beats out the icing call. McInnes. Ahead to the blue line.
Oh, I hit shoot.
The ref indicates a delayed call.
Good.
against Anaheim. Penalty call for high sticking.
I
Let's
hit
take a look
shoot
at the
like
replay.
3 different
Well,
times
if the
and
guy
they
with
didn't
the
go.
whistle thinks it's illegal, you got no choice. You're gonna sit.
Here in the second period,
Clubbed me in the back with the damn
Anaheim
thing.
3, Minnesota 0.
All right, let's see if we can get a quick shot. Face off, quick shot. Face off, quick shot.
Hendrickson gets ready for the draw.
Maybe not.
And so will his teammates, Patera and Nielsen. Door slammed shut by a bear. Blocked by Marshall. A delayed penalty call against Patera. He
Come
gets
on.
Called for hooking. Can we get a replay of that?
Well, this is one of those penalties that coaches just hate. I mean, he is going to get an earful when he gets back to the bench.
Neither team's gotten themselves into penalty trouble. Both teams have been peppering the other goalies with shots in this mostly offensive affair, and both teams are benefiting from tremendous goaltending.
You know, you try to build your team around goaltending, and both of these teams have super
Minnesota
foundations.
penalty to number 7, Pavel Patera. 2 minutes for
Kuba quickly moves it. Fires it. The
Ah,
door
he is
shut
so
by a
quick.
bear. Plays the puck to Marshall.
Oh, man, you know, if you had 6 guys on your team that could hit like that, nobody would play you.
Stewart tees it up. A bear made the
I'm trying to
save.
get some one-timers, trying to throw them
With the
off
puck.
balance, but...
Delayed call
Oh, come
against-
on, really? Get the puck, get the puck, get the puck.
Penalty call for tripping. Minnesota goes into penalty killing mode. I'd love to see the replay. Is it cute, guys?
Well, Jim, I've always said that when you're tripping guys, you're either lazy or tired, and either way, it's time for a rest.
Anaheim has a good, solid lead in this one.
Well, for Kuba, he's probably tired. He's got a 50 for endurance.
The draws won by Cullen. Fernandez turned the shot aside.
2 minutes for tripping.
A bear gets the puck to Cullen.
Oh, come on, you.
Cullen picks up the puck from a bear. Under 30 seconds left in the penalty to Trinka. Ruchin. Fernandez denied him. Minnesota needs to be making a line change soon. The Wild clear it down the ice. A bear gives it to Ruchin. Ruchin moved it. Cullen tees up, shoots from the left. Anaheim has killed the penalty as their player steps back onto the ice. Pellerin got around Olsen. A bear.
That would have been funny if I made that.
Then 2, then a third. Wow, is this guy focused.
Cullen tees it up. Ruchin for the wrist shot. Turned aside by Fernandez. Trinka got it. Untraversed. Scores.
Damn it.
Right upstairs where Norman keeps his work.
Okay, let's take a look at how this happens. He gets a hold of the puck and shot it from the left side. The goalie attempts to get his trapper on it, but the puck finds a way to cross the goal line. Nice work.
So there's just not much I can do when I'm ranked 61st overall and they're ranked, or their rating is 79 overall.
That goal, Anaheim now leads 4-0.
Well, Jim, running up the score like this is just like kicking a guy when he's down.
Assisted by number 11.
Stoned by a bear.
Number 7, Pavel Tonka.
Cone jumps on the loose puck. Nielsen fires, saved by a bear. Hernandez moves the puck to Hendrickson.
Oh, come on, Nielsen, you were there. Shit.
Minnesota wins the race and beats out the icing call.
Ah!
Cone has it. Titoff unable to get the pass. O'Donnell gets it from Fernandez.
Why? Why, Dowd? Why?
Tverdovsky touches up for the icing call. Minnesota managed to sustain some offensive pressure. That proved to be a good shift for them.
I tell you, whenever that player misses the puck, it's because they moved out of position. It's nothing that I did as far as making a bad pass, really.
Fernandez
Ah!
makes the save. Bombardier.
Yeah, just do that. Where's my team? Come on, you fucks.
Sutton shoots.
Uh-huh.
There, made the save. He gets the puck to traverse. Donato now has the puck. From the right, a bear pulls the door. McInnes jumps on it. Sutton, short pass. Matt grabs it, shoots the puck.
Come on now, a bear can't be that good.
Anaheim to Bombardier. Fires, saved by a bear. He covers up.
This game just gets
Here's
frustrating.
another look at that great save.
A bear really illustrates the agility of an NHL goalie and does an awesome job keeping the puck out of the cage.
The draws one by Dowd. Saved by a bear. O'Donnell levels Cone. Daniel, short pass. Shoots it. Stone cold by a bear.
Boy, this guy's in the zone, baby. He wants some shooting. Bring it on, guys.
Fucking let me shoot, Jesus. Uh-oh. Here we go. Krivo Krasov's got this.
Breakaway. Krivo Krasov lines up. Oh, he missed. Krivo Krasov. A bear made the save. Daniel. Krivo Krasov lines up. Saved by a
Oh,
bear.
darn it. If I would have got the rebound.
He gets dropped. It's off the post.
Oh, got lucky
Hernandez
there.
moves it to Krivo Krasov.
Get there, Gavey.
Gavey
Gavey.
gets the puck. Breakaway. Shoots it.
Ugh.
Snag.
The bear's so
A bear
fat.
freezes the puck.
All right, let me try something here. I'm going to go Minnesota Wild options, team options. Shot aim is going to auto.
Watch the replay and you'll see just what an amazing save that was.
Nothing will frustrate a good shooter more than a great goalie who is really in the zone.
Shoots it! A bear made the save! He plays the puck to Trinka. Fires it! A bear denies him. Shoots! Kick save! Icing against Anaheim. The faceoff goes to Minnesota. A bear made the save. Perkis turned inside out by Kuba. A bear picked it out of the air. Gives it to Olesen. Patera. Bombardier, short pass. Minnesota with the puck. Hebert snapped.
God dang it, he
Plays
is
the
quick.
puck to Olesen. Dowd now with it. To the wing. Krasov moves it into the offensive zone. Hebert made the save to Korea.
Oh, here we go.
Krasov misses. Anaheim has it now. To Ruchin. Korea gets laid out. He got past Daniel. Fernandez closed the door. Ahead to Dowd. Tverdovsky takes possession.
I like how I did a little pirouette and it didn't mean anything.
Saved by Fernandez. O'Donnell grabbed it. Ruchin. Big glove save by Fernandez. He gets the puck to O'Donnell.
Give me that back.
Fernandez picked it out of the air. He plays the puck to Stewart.
Here we go.
Matt with the puck shoots it from the right. He misses. To Gavey.
Come on, Gavey, get it in there.
And he covers up for the faceoff. Minnesota is looking pretty good in the ice, Bill. They don't seem tired or jet-lagged at all from this road trip.
What do you mean jet lag from this road trip? This is our first game of the season.
The faceoff goes to Herkus. Taken by Anaheim.
Oh, here we go. Breakaway.
Hendrickson has the puck. Anaheim gets it. Cone gets knocked over. He has a breakaway. Shoots the
No,
puck,
he fucking
misses.
doesn't.
Bombardier. Olsen, short pass.
I think everything they do
Got it.
just plain lasts longer. Like,
That's offside. Anaheim puts its second line out.
I think that their speed boost lasts longer. I think that their energy lasts longer.
Dowd on the left.
Even if two
Hebert
people
stoned
have
him cold.
exact same endurance levels, time on ice, etc.
Fires. Saved by Fernandez. Gives it to Daniel. Dowd takes the puck.
Yeah, right. I speed boosted.
Krasov
And you still
takes
hit me.
Control of the puck. Shot by Dowd. Hebert made the save. McInnes quickly moves it. He gets pushed. Pellerin scoops up the loose puck.
Yeah, watch him do a damn.
Shoots it. Patera misses the net. To Patera. Picked out of the air. Hebert hangs on for the whistle. Anaheim puts its checking line out.
I had to take a drink of water, but let's take a look here real quick. We got 58 shots, they got 43. We've got 45 hits and 45 hits. 0 goals, 4 goals. So, really, if we look at it, we're not doing that bad. It's just I'm not getting anywhere in the goal department.
The draw's won by Herkus. Titov quickly passes. Herkus. Hendrickson shoves him. Kubak scoops it up. Ahead to the wing. Shoots it. Denied by Hebert. Bombardier. Hendrickson wrist shot. Turned
And
aside
I'm really
by
trying
Hebert.
to
the
not just
wing.
get shots on goal, but
Minnesota touches up for the icing call. Anaheim had a home tie in its last game.
Started at 1 p.m.
not just trying to get shots on goal, but I'm also trying to get
They line up
good
for the
shots
faceoff.
where we can rebound.
Korea. O'Donnell shoots. Tverdovsky blocks the shot.
This is going to be a breakaway goal. Nope, maybe not.
Korea picked out of the air by Fernandez. Plays the puck to O'Donnell.
Come on. That is not at all what I wanted.
Tverdovsky touches up for icing. Anaheim looks very sharp tonight, which is slightly unusual for a team that just got back from a road trip.
It is a bit unusual. Maybe they're hacking.
Herkus is out on the line with Titov and Cone. Herkus wins the faceoff. Saved by Fernandez.
What are you doing passing it to him? I wanted you to pass it to Hendrickson.
Minnesota wins the race and beats out the icing call. Olesen intercepted it. Herkus quickly passes. Cone tees it up.
Seems like my passing has
Minnesota
gotten
takes
even
control.
worse.
Roost quickly passes.
Oops, passed it to myself.
Minnesota beats out the icing call. Titov takes possession.
Oh, you had him. You fucking had him.
To Laxinen. Shot missed the net. Miller moved it. Olesen gets the puck from Bear.
Come on, Sutton, hit him harder. There we go.
To the wing. Roost moves ahead. Fires it. The door is shut by Bear. Taken out.
Ha! Thought that might be a charging call.
Gets the pass from Fernandez. In all alone. Krasov tees up. Turned
Oh, I was delayed on that.
Grabs it down. Fires it. Saved by Bear.
Like one of those things, even though there's a big red circle underneath me, I didn't realize I had the puck.
He moves across. For the howitzer, Bear shut the door. He hangs on.
Ah, fuck.
Now take a look at the replay of this great save.
The shooter thinks this one's in the bag, but obviously the goalie had another idea.
Bombardier shoots. Blocked. Saleh picks up the puck from Bear. Grabbed by Fernandez. He gets the puck to Bombardier. Offside, Minnesota. Anaheim puts its checking line out. Perkis to square off with Henriksen. Perkis won the draw. Marshall, short pass. Shot by Titov. Glove save. Fernandez gets the puck to Kuba. Anaheim corrals.
Come on. Look at him just follow me. Like, oh, hey.
Carries the puck.
Play in the second
Shoots. Glove save.
Hey, Barry, you got to let one of these through. This is fucking ridiculous.
Precision touches up for the icing call.
This is like I can't get anything going.
Dowd takes over at center with Pellerin and Krasov. The faceoff goes to Minnesota. Bear turned the
Pellerin
shot
gets
away.
hit right as I shoot that with him.
Donato carries the puck. He gets knocked over. Shoots the puck. Hernandez turned it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Krasov. He carries the puck out of his own zone. Stick save. Anaheim has it now. Fires. Turned away by Fernandez.
Yeah, you're going to get hip checked if you do that again.
Cleared out of the zone. After 40 minutes of play, Anaheim leads 4-0.
report to guest services.
All right, 4-0. I'm trying my best here. We got 68 shots on goal. We've won 27 faceoffs. I just can't seem to get one past Bear. It's like I've had momentum completely on my side a couple different times, and there's just nothing happening. He's swallowing up everything. I maybe should have brought the goalie boost down a notch too for him, but that might only make it 4-2 or something. So I'm gonna stick with the camera the way it is for this last period. I am going to turn these guys, well, I'll leave them on. I like how they got over here on this monitor. They got the main screen for the game over there.
And welcome back for the third period of this game.
All right, I'm ready. Are you ready? Coach is giving some instructions there. overall, this game, I think, good graphics for the time.
Face-off won by Anaheim.
Decent,
Cone with
you
it
know,
now.
really good sound effects.
Perkins winds up. Shot
I
from
do
the left.
think some of the hits are a little funny because it's like just a big boom. Oh, what the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Check out this play. Titov controls the puck and fires a quick wrist shot from the right side. The goalie does all anyone can expect, but the puck zips past him. Great play.
But probably the worst thing in this game is the balance of the difficulty.
With
It
that
always-
goal, Anaheim now leads 5-0.
Well, I can tell you that in some games... the
How
end
did you
just
get that
comes
puck
soon enough.
to go between like 3, 4, 5 of my players on that pass? How is it I can hit you and you don't lose the puck, but you touch me and I lose the puck? Like that. I lose the puck almost immediately, yet I do that same exact move to them and it doesn't go. Instead, he's sitting there hooking me like that. I got to come up and big check him.
Fernandez turned him away. Correa to Solani. Fernandez made the save.
And continuously, I mean, this isn't just like a one-time thing. This is like,
Krivo Krasov.
get away from me.
Krivo Krasov moves it.
You would not do this in real life. You would not chase me all around the fucking rink
Stones him cold. Titov
just because I
gets it.
have the puck and I'm the player. Give it up to Pellerin. Give it back to Dowd.
Pellerin winds up.
Ah,
Makes the
just get a
close
shot
save.
in there.
Anaheim corrals it. Icing is called against Anaheim. Anaheim cranked it up on that last shift. They really turned it on and applied the pressure. The ref's ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes
I
to
missed that one.
Anaheim. Kuba
Yeah,
turned into a
sure.
pylon by Correa. Luchin blocked, scooped up by Anaheim. Fernandez gives it to Kuba, to Hendrickson. Anaheim jumps
Yeah,
up.
just take the puck.
Tverdovsky moved it.
But they can do that exact same thing to me and I don't get the puck.
Fernandez gets his blocker on it. Correa shoots hard.
Well,
Pushed
fucking give me
away
the
by
puck then.
Fernandez. Pellerin picks it up. Kuba moved it.
What are you doing? Stop passing it back and forth to each other. Oh, that's going to be icing now. Thanks.
Olsen touches up for icing. Time to update the out-of-town scoreboard. These are final scores. San Jose 4, the Blues 3. Traverse winds up, cranked it from the left. Cullen from the right. Fernandez denied him.
Like, within a second, they can just line that up. It's so stupid. You would not be chasing me all around the fucking rink like this. This reminds me of different football games where
Pellerin tees it up, fired it from the left. Davey shoots it. Hebert made the save. He plays the puck to Trinka, to Donato.
this reminds me of different football games where when you do the
Shoots it. Fernandez.
when you do a
snares it.
kick return,
Gives it to Matt.
the other team like follows you.
Minnesota wins the race.
Yeah, that's
and
right,
beats out
bitch.
The icing call.
You beat it out, but
Hebert moves the puck to Miller. Matt fires it, misses. Tverdovsky got it. Johnson scores, top shelf.
okay, you know, goalie interference much?
We've got the replay of the goal ready to go.
Jim, a coach really knows he's on a roll when no matter who he puts out there,
Yeah.
get the job done.
Goalie interference. All right, we're going to go ahead and give Fernandez a break here. We're going to go to McLennan. We're gonna change our coach strategies. I think the default is that. We're gonna go with positional. Power play is going to be combination. Defensive zone. And penalty kill is going to be a combination. Want that to be 60%.
Well, this game is all Anaheim. With that goal, Minnesota now trails 6-0.
Well, what can I say? This team has had its hard. Hey, check it out. It's on center ice.
Pushed away by McLennan. Arena shoots it. McLennan turned it away. Minnesota.
Fucking cut it out. I spin moved.
McLennan moves it to Patera. Luchin, but the door's closed by McLennan. Luchin.
Would you give me the fucking puck? It is like way too hard for me to hold. Look at that. Ah! Yeah, this is me as a kid.
McLennan denies him.
This is definitely me as a kid. Just what the fuck? All day long. Gavy's got it.
Gets the blocker on it.
No, stay there, Gavy. I wanted the... Dang it. Come on, guys. Switch directions and get to that puck.
Has his pocket pick.
Yeah, Gavy's gonna go away. God damn it. Ugh, you guys can't just leave me on the offensive end.
Door slammed shut by a bear. Leclerc. Well, time.
Here we go. Let's do it. Finally. Finally, we get a fight. Come on. Come on. Boom.
Oh, what a thrashing. I don't think I've ever seen one guy stop so many punches with his face.
Won by Dowd.
Number 12, Mike
to the wing.
A 5-minute major for
Peter Krasov.
Finally.
Fucking
finally.
All right, let's look at the way this play shapes up. Krivo Krasov gets hold of the puck and releases a pretty good wrist shot from the right side. A bear tries to move his leg in front of the puck, but the puck manages to find its way into the net. Nice work.
Hendrickson wins the draw to Patera. Grab.
Assisted by number 34.
Bear covers up.
Dowd.
Hey, this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Guy Bear is a duck that loves fishing.
Guess what he wants to do when he retires? He wants to be a fly fishing guy.
A Bear shuts the door. Krivo Krasov skates ahead, fires. Dowd.
Oh, it hit off a Dowd.
Denied by a Bear. Turkus has the puck. Daniel in control now. Anaheim intercepts it. Turkus. Jacome fires it from the right. McLennan made the save. He gets the puck to Daniel. Kelleran coughs it
Oh,
up.
come on.
By Dowd. Marshall, rink-wide pass. Turkus gets leveled by
That's
O'Donnell.
right. You get leveled by O'Donnell.
By Dowd.
Ugh.
Matt tees up. Saved by a Bear. Ruchin has the puck. He gets flattened. Anaheim scoops up the loose puck. Gavy moves.
Go, Matt. Go. What'd you stop for?
Minnesota wins the race and beats out the icing call. A Bear made the save, and he covers up. Cullen is out there now with wingers Donato and McInnes. Nielsen winds up, turned aside by a bear. Trinkop, short pass. Kubov scooped it up. Donato fires hard. He misses the
I was
net.
gonna laugh if he made that. When I was doing my test game, one of the guys shot it from the blue line and made it.
Saved by a bear.
Not my blue line, their blue
covers
line.
up.
They shot it from about
9:34 left in the game.
3/4 ice. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Dowd slowly
All right, here we go.
glides into the circle after consulting with Pellerin.
Nope,
And
didn't
Peter
quite make
Krasov,
that.
Big glove save.
I tried though.
Across to the blue line. Peter Krasov misses. Pellerin scooped it up.
Would you fucking not?
Penalty call for Minnesota. Perkins from the right. McLennan reached out for the puck. Penalty call for cross-checking. Here's another look at that penalty.
Well, when you check this out on the replay, you'll see it was a no-brainer. Absolutely a penalty.
It looks to me like this building is filled to capacity.
That looked like a pretty square check. Looked pretty square to me. Or did I get 2 penalties on that? Did I get another one there somewhere? Why are there 2 guys? Oh shit.
Minnesota wins
Oh, the
face-off.
one was still a McLennan or
Solani
oh, what the shit is that? What is my goalie doing? This is so ridiculous.
Let's have a look at the replay.
Whenever you have the man advantage, you're looking for one result, and that's the goal. That's what they got here, Jim.
All right, this is not a great game.
Minnesota now trails 7-1.
Well, Jim, you know, some nights it'd be better if you could concede, but the rules say you got to play all 3 periods.
Pushed away. Pellerin pushes Cone. Dowd shoots it. Saved by a bear. Cone carries the puck. Anaheim takes over. Dowd corrals the puck. People pass off. Sissels and grabbed. A bear covers up for the whistle. 8:26 left in the game.
All right, we're going to go back out here, and I'm going to once again turn these guys off. Simply because I want to talk, and I can't do that if they are talking. So this game very clearly has a big nostalgia factor for me. Yes! Now let's see if I can make 5 more, huh? What the hell was that? Right through his chest. That might be a problem with either N-Glide or just plain modern computers. I do know that back in the day I never saw anything quite like that. But this game, huge nostalgia factor for me in playing it. Unfortunately, it's not panning out to be a good game right now. If I were to play it in the future, I will probably have to do a lot more tweaking with the settings, the boosts, and everything else. Try to limit what they do and maximize what I can do. Balance the power out. Because I know I have the worst team, technically. But this is just still quite ridiculous. I mean, 7-2. Manny Fernandez is not a bad goalie at all, but to let 6 goals go by is kind of silly. And just the way the game plays out in general, with how much faster the other team can be a lot of times. Since it's the AI, they can really coordinate their attacks on me as far as their hits. They get the puck a lot easier than I get it back. Try it with Bombardier here again. Look at that. I'm guessing that when I played this game, I must have played it on Rookie a lot. Because I don't recall ever having this much trouble in the seasons that I often played. Oh, give it to him. Come on now. I think, though, I do recall I would put my own custom player in the game a lot. Put him at left wing and make him a hard-hitting slap shot guy like Krivo Krasov here. Oh, come on, you jackass. Oh, it is so difficult sometimes to line him up. There we go. Get hit. Why are you guys going off sides? It's very difficult the way they play, the way the AI on my own team plays a lot of times because... Oh, I thought that was going to be open. Because they will just get to that blue line and sit there at the blue line. And so, like that last offsides... You notice it's like, I just got across, and they were across. There we go. Goal number 3. We're making a comeback. Not really. Still down 7-3. Good shot, Nielsen. Oh, my goodness. It's taken me this long to get anywhere in this game. Don't let him ice it. Or not ice it, but freeze it. On Pellerin. Oh, dang it. Fucking get it, O'Donnell. Jeez. There we go. I gotta get that hook down a lot like that. They do it to me non-stop, so it's like I gotta learn how to get it to them. Get it on them as well. Okay, so this was a fun game back in the day, but I'm realizing how frustrating it is. I finally got 3 goals, but take a look at this. 103 shots. How unrealistic is that? 73 for them. They got 7 goals. They're 2 for 3 on the power play. I mean, it's not simulation hockey, no matter how you put it. And I really tried to balance it out by changing their player boost. I'd probably have to lower their goalie boost or bring mine up. I'll probably bring mine up. But either way, it's not really simulation. It's still an arcadey type game. It's not like later versions where they were a little bit better at simulating. Although I played NHL 2001. The next one I played was 2003 for the PlayStation 2, but I gave that to GameStop because I didn't like it. It was really difficult. And then later on in life, a friend of mine wanted to play a bunch of hockey, and I kicked his ass in it over and over and over again. But that's another story. And then I played NHL 2008, and that one also had a difficulty balance problem. Basically, I'd have it in the simulation mode. I would have it on the hardest difficulty level, and instead it would be me that was winning games 7-3 or 7-2. They might not even score a goal. I might get 8 goals and they don't get any, even though I'm in simulation mode and on the hardest difficulty. So EA, it seems to me, at least with hockey, has always had a problem with balancing the difficulty, keeping the game playable and enjoyable, and not making it so ridiculous that I've taken 100 shots. I mean, what does a regular game end at? Like 56 shots, maybe? You know, I've got 5 penalties. I don't know if that's really realistic for games or not. But either way, we're going to end up losing this game. I just put the commentators back on so they can take us out. And then we'll take a look at some stats and everything when we get back to the season screen.
Face-off won by Anaheim. Donato with a wrist shot. McLennan made the save. Hendrickson winds up. Shot misses. Hendrickson wrist shot. Hebert made the save. Hendrickson takes it.
See, as far as actually setting up
corrals it.
some strategic offense,
Kubab skates
especially if you're talking like having the defenders at the blue line and you pass it back and forth between them, and then you shoot and all that kind of stuff, you can kiss that strategy goodbye. Oh no, I hit shoot.
He hangs on to the puck.
But you can really kiss that strategy goodbye because the defense just zones in on the...
Let's take a look at the replay.
Hebert pretty much robs him of a goal with this save.
The defense just hones in on the puck carrier. There's really no way around it.
Ruchin squares off with Dowd. The faceoff goes to Minnesota. Grabbed by Hebert. Solani gets run over by Pellerin. Solani danced around Pellerin. The play is blown down because of the two-line offside pass. The ref looks ready to get underway. The draw is won by Minnesota. Hebert closes the door. Cone with it now.
Get hit, boy.
Snag. Hebert hangs on for the faceoff. Anaheim puts its scoring line out. They line up for the faceoff. Kuba from the left. Hebert stoned him. He gets the puck to Tverdovsky. Hendrickson winds up. Saved by Hebert. Ruchin grabs it. To Soleil. And the game is over. Anaheim has won. There were several reasons this game ended up the way it did. Minnesota didn't get the kind of goaltending they needed from McLennan. They let way too many shots get through to their goaltender, and they didn't get a particularly memorable game from Pellerin. At the other end of the arena, Anaheim played tough, hard-hitting hockey. They were a force to be reckoned with on their power play, and their passing game was just this side of impeccable. That's it for another great game of NHL 2001. Thanks for being with us. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Bill Clement, and our next great game is just around the corner. Hope you'll be with us then.
Tonight's first star for Anaheim, number 9, Paul Correa.
Well, of course, he had 3 goals in the first fucking period. All right, there we have it. You can look at stats and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and quit, except to look at down here. We had 112 shots. They had 74. We had 90 hits. They had 75. And yet, we got our butt kicked because, I don't know. So when we come back to here, you can see our next game is going to be against the Phoenix Coyotes at Phoenix. And if we wanted to, we could take a look real quick at some stats. Oh, I had to sneeze. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. We can look at team stats. It shows you games played, wins, losses, ties, regulation tie, points, winning percentage, goals for, goals against, power play goals for, total power plays, I think, and then power play percentage, shots on goal average, power play goal average. I think that's what that means. No, I don't know what that means, I guess. Oh, shorthanded goals against, power play goals against, times shorthanded, win streaks, losing streaks, all that kind of stuff for the team stats. Then we could also take a look at player stats, where you can select between all teams or a certain team, all skaters or forwards, defensemen, goalies. If we take a look at all skaters, I'll just go through real quick some of these statistics. For goals, of course, Korea's got 3, and none of our players made it on that first list. For assists, it doesn't look like any of our players made it. Points, once again, nobody. Penalty minutes, nobody even made it there either. Then you have your plus minus, which I still don't fully understand what goes into a plus minus rating. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, is it giveaways, takeaways? Is it goals for, goals against? I don't know. Then you have power play goals, shorthanded goals, game winning goals, game tying goals, shots. We did get on the list there. Krivo Krasov had 24, Hendrickson had 15, Nielsen 11, Pellerin 11, and Dowd had 10. Meanwhile, opposing players Korea, Ruchin, and Solani are all right there. Shooting percentage, 1 shot, 1 goal for this guy. Lucky son of a bitch. I don't know what FDW and FDT are. Like I said, this is not really something I usually dive into even when I do pay attention to hockey. I don't really know what that means. Given, or maybe that's giveaways. Henderson had 6, 6, 6. Like, got a lot, really. Takeaways, I think that's what that means. I think this is giveaways, this is takeaways. So basically turnovers, I think. I mean, somebody let me know what all of this means. Then you got TK or takeaways. Minutes overall. Actually, if I look at my takeaways. Okay, I see. They played way more than 1 game. Minutes overall, you can see who played what. And then hits, you see O'Donnell up there at 21. Bombardier, Kuba. That's it. I can play a pretty physical defensive game. It's just offense, really, that I struggle with a lot. So, if I were to select the next screen, just let's take a look here. This time, Phoenix is rated a 75 overall, but you see our scoring is at a 43. So we are at a major disadvantage right there. I think in the next game, I'll do the same thing. I'll take away 1 level for their player boost, but I'll add 1 to my goalie just to be able to get things to be a little more equal. That's if I play another game. Once again, my whole idea, my whole goal is to get to a point on Throwback Thursday where I can just say, you know what, I feel like playing hockey today, and just bring in a game. So we'll see what happens there. The next game, oh gosh, I don't even know what's next on my list after NHL 2001. But I was going to say, you can see my early interests related around sports. And I stated in a video before that it's mostly just because it was something easy to wrap your head around, you know? You can watch it on TV, and then you can go play it on the computer. You know, real-time strategy games or certain first-person games. I did play like the original Half-Life and stuff like that, but those types of games, there's no real guide, I guess. There's no real-world example of those games, and so they become a little bit more difficult. And in the beginning, they really weren't my thing. But as you can see now, games like Fallout and Skyrim and BioShock, stuff like that, I love those games now. I didn't care for them quite as much when I was in, you know, 8th, 9th grade. But again, that's enough jabbering for me. This has been a long enough game, a long enough video. Hopefully, if I do this again, we get better luck. Like I said, I'll keep trying to balance the difficulty. But right now, oh man, being a 61 overall and a 43 for scoring, we are going to have a tough road ahead of us in this inaugural season. If you like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.